what do you think is a good approach to, or what material kids should learn at a younger age to grow into understanding what we're doing here and not rely on what the conventional avenues people are taking nowadays in their future?
Well, the answer to that, I think, and this is just my opinion, because I'm not very good with kids. I've seen other parents be much more successful with their kids, like John Boriak's parents. I think what the people that I see that their kids are very successful, and especially if they're going to move them to a different thought process, they talk to them. You know, you don't realize what you're saying. If you're saying to the kid, since the kid is 5 years old, you know you got to get good grades because you know you got to go to college, right? And we've got to pick out a good college for you, and that's all you're telling them, that's all they know. But if you say, hey, you could be an entrepreneur, that's another choice. And to do that, you're going to need to understand income statements and balance sheets. They don't get that in school. So you're going to talk to them. Let's do this. Let's figure out how much money you made on your allowance. Let's keep track of what you spent it on. We'll call that your income expense statement, you see? We'll get a bank account for you. And by the way, if you want to get your kids to where they can get in real estate right away, here's what you got to do. Number one, get them a savings account as soon as you can where they have an account in their name. You'll have to co-sign for it, you understand? They can't open an account until they're 18, but you can co-sign an account. It's in their name and have them start putting money in. You understand? Watching a ledger, putting money in, pulling money out, putting money in, and see the money grow. That's the first step. Secondly, get them a credit card. You say, how do you get a credit card? You co-sign for one and let them actually use it. Now, the way I got my daughter one at a very early age was I went, and by the way, all you Dave Ramsey guys are freaking right now, aren't you? Get them a credit card when they're a kid. Yes. I got my daughter a credit card, and it was one of those pay in advance credit cards. Does that make sense? So you pay $500 in or $400 or whatever it is, $100. You can start them at just about any amount and say, okay, we're going to get this card, and now every time you're going to go and buy something, you're going to put it on that card. And you're going to have a statement, a bank statement. You follow me? And you're going to get points for using that card. And you just teach them how to use credit. Dave Ramsey says, I'm an idiot. I couldn't handle credit because I'm an idiot. Everybody else must be an idiot too, right? No, that's not the case. So by the time my daughter was 18 years old, she had full-blown credit report, $16,000 in the bank, do you understand? And she knew what all these different ideas were because we spoke to her. Now, I've heard even just this week, in fact, I think in the super women's panel, there was a lady that had two of her kids here with her. Young kids, 13, 14 years old. Just having them around, like I said, I never taught my daughter to bodybuild. But it was always right there in front of her face, right? Bring them in, expose them, right? Expose them. If you expose them, they will understand it eventually, and they will learn it, and then they'll make the choice. Ultimately, I read a book by Deepak Chopra. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but Deepak Chopra told his kids this, and when he said it, I just thought, man, that is the neatest thing in the world. He said, here, kids, I don't care what you want to do, whatever it is you want to do in life, I will back you. You pick it. And you know what? That's the way I'm going to be as a parent. I'm not going to pick my kid's future, but I know parents that drive their kids. You know what I mean? You've got to get to this school. A&M? What's that, Louisiana? LSU? You got to follow in my footsteps. You got to be an alumni. You got to get to this school. You got to get these grades. You got to be, I'm an accountant. You got to be accountant. Or I like this one. You got to be a doctor. Our family are doctors or engineers. And you see that they expect their kids to do that. The people that are making their children, or that are allowing their children to experience entrepreneurialism, have a greater chance that those children will understand it when they get older and be interested in doing it. But at the same token, don't shove it down their throat because it's no different than shoving anything else down their throat. Once you tell them they have to do it, the answer is no.